The Power Rangers franchise has 16 Halloween specials, and I've just watched every single one of them. Let's get into it. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, we have Life's a Masquerade. Basically, a costume party is being arranged, and Rita sends down Frankenstein's monster to the party just to destroy the Rangers there and then, but he gets mistaken for somebody in a costume. Alpha also shows up, pretending to be somebody just in a costume so that he can socialize, and he gets women. Billy is sus about this Frankenstein's monster and goes on a solo mission, resulting in my favorite Morphin Call clip ever.
It's time for molecular transmutation. Triceratops!
The episode goes on as a normal Mighty Morphin episode. The Rangers defeat the monster and return to the party. Tommy then shows up dressed as the same monster, and Alpha wins Best Costume. Overall, a great classic episode of MMPR, and sets a good example for Halloween episodes to come. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Still in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, we get our second Halloween special called Trick or Treat. Kimberly selected to star on the world's biggest TV game show called Trick or Treat. During the show, Tommy gets attacked by putties and the Rangers need to leave, including Kim. Rita Repulsa puts a curse on a bunch of pumpkins that makes them attached to the Ranger's head, all while fighting a pumpkin monster and headless putties. The pumpkin monster also raps for no reason whatsoever.
Well, you think that's something you can do? Well, I got some friends who'd like to meet you.
The Rangers then defeat the monster and go home. The episode isn't even fun. It just drags on and the villain is annoying, so D tier. In Mighty Morphin Season 2, we get Zed's Monster Mash. Tommy, Billy, and Kimberly are chaperones to kids wanting to go trick-or-treating. Then Zed sends a team of putties to shapeshift to look like kids dressed up as Power Rangers. Tommy is the chaperone for said kid putties, and Goldar attacks them. The putties unveil themselves. Tommy gets kidnapped. Tommy's taken to the Dark Dimension, where he is confronted by old villains, including the rapping Pumpkin. I thought we got rid of that guy. Tommy then gets rescued by the other Rangers, and they once again have to face off against the Pumpkin rapper in full Zod mode. Fun fact as well, this is also the first episode that Walter Jones, Austin St. John, and Thuy Trang didn't actually film for. It's the first one where they're evidently missing. The episode's fine. JDF gets to do some really cool solo fighting, which of course is what he does best in all these episodes, and I do like the albeit horrific small ranger suits. They're quite fun. I'll put it in C tier. It's fine. And then kind of in Season 2 we have Lord Zed's Monster Heads, which was a straight to video one-off special. It's 30 minutes long, highlighting some of the Rangers' worst enemies. Lord Zed, for whatever reason, decides the Rangers should enjoy Halloween this year and doesn't do anything, and instead just recalls all the past memories. It's a clip show basically, and it was not good. Yeah, just we can burn this one. Season 3 didn't have a single Halloween episode, so moving on to Zeo, we have It Came from Angel Grove. Adam stays up late revising for an exam the following morning. He falls asleep while watching a horror movie at school and has a nightmare about Lord Zed and Rita attacking him. The rest of the episode is then for the most part in black and white, where he encounters his fellow Rangers as characters from classic horror. Billy and Alpha are undoubtedly the best in this. I mean, Alpha is horrifying. What's with the eyes? What, it is really meta. I had a really fun time with this. It's without a doubt one of the more creative ones they've done. And, I'm putting it in S tier. It is, one of the best Halloween episodes so far. Maybe for the entire series, we'll see. In Power Rangers Turbo, we have Carlos and the Count. Bulk and Skull are hosting a horror movie watch party, and after they leave, Carlos is attacked by a group of Piranatrons led by Count Nocturne, who bites Carlos, basically turning him into a vampire. Bulk and Skull witness this and are determined to catch him and become vampire hunters. They've left their Ranger Hunter days in the past, vampire hunters now. The Rangers try to reverse the effects, but until Count Nocturne is destroyed, Carlos will forever remain a vampire. With the help of the rescue Megazord, Count Nocturne is defeated and Carlos becomes human again. As far as Turbo episodes go, it was okay. The concept I think was really cool, but the execution was a bit weak. It was a boring episode to watch, but definitely not the worst thing in the world, so C tier. We then don't get a single Halloween episode for 10 years. So, in Operation Overdrive, we have Ronnie on Empty, which is a two-parter. Ronnie is very excited for Halloween, and she wants to throw a party before she's kidnapped. Part 1 was really boring to me and had almost nothing to do with Halloween. Part 2, on the other hand, the Rangers go searching for Ronnie and come across an abandoned building. They search through with flashlights before getting swarmed by insects, and as far as Power Rangers go, this was a decent attempt at a classic horror movie moment. Ronnie is saved and the episode ends with the Rangers celebrating at the costume party. Whilst Halloween wasn't the main focus of this episode, I have got to respect how they didn't just take a minute out of the story to do the Halloween episode, and they incorporated it within. They're still on the quest for their crystals or whatever. It wasn't awful. I'll put it in C tier above Turbo. We now begin the era where Halloween episodes air after the show finishes in like the Neo Saban Nickelodeon contract. So let's see how this goes. In Power Rangers Samurai, we get Party Monsters. The Nylok Monsters are having a Halloween party of their own with old monsters throughout the season. Then it's a clip show where the monsters explain how they got destroyed, and we don't even see the Rangers, let alone the Rangers in Halloween costumes. Like, the only thing we see of the Rangers is from the clip show episodes. I do appreciate the effort they went into of, like, doing the Nylok party, so I won't burn it, but it's D tier. It's not good. Power Rangers Super Samurai then give us Trickster Treat. The Nylok monster Trickster casts a spell on the Rangers to give them all nightmares. The Rangers first appear with furry attachment that resembles the animals of their folding Zords. Then we see the Rangers dancing with apparently Mia, but it's clearly just footage from the Sentai that they couldn't use before. And the fact they're trying to pass that off as Mia is very questionable. Then they get clips from an older episode and mess with like the speed and also like reverse it as if the Trickster is like keeping them in a loop. I don't know. This, it feels to me like they just got all the footage from Shinkenja that wouldn't work for like the American audience and then went, let's just make this a wacky dream. Like, it was kind of a clip show still. Again, it was brain rot. Even for 2012, like, no thanks. Maybe I would have found it funny as a kid, but like, I don't think so. Burn it. Burn it. Get rid of it. Megaforce only has one Halloween special in Raising Spirits. Okay, so this is basically a clip show, but this time, like, the Rangers do dress up, and it's not entirely a clip show episode. It's Halloween, and they go to a fortune teller where they relive monster battles, and the fortune teller finds out their identities, but the mysterious figure does turn out to be evil, and the Rangers need to defeat him, so, like, yes, it's mainly a clip show, but like they've made a bit more of an effort. And this is crazy coming from Megaforce as well, which was like the laziest and most boring season ever. But like the stakes are meant to be that the monster knows their identities, even though like they never really, like they morph in front of the monsters all the time. Honestly, out of like the Nickelodeon Halloween specials, it was one of the better ones. I'll put it in C tier. In Power Rangers Dino Charge gives us the ghostest with the mostest. Dino Cafe is having a Halloween party where most of the Rangers dress up as ghosts. Except for Miss Morgan. Miss Morgan is an ancient angel. Wow. Compose yourself. The monster Memorella kidnaps one of the Rangers and takes their place. But due to them being dressed up the same, no one knows who is real. In order to tell who the imposter is, Kendall makes them retell stories of their Ranger history. You get the idea. Another clip show, but in a more creative way. We find out that Coda is the imposter and the real Coda is saved. A much better Halloween episode despite Nickelodeon's like contractual limitations. The whodunit aspect was great. Like I enjoyed myself watching it. I'm putting it straight in B tier. This was good. And if not for that, I mean, again, Miss Morgan, come on. Dino Supercharge gives us Trick or Trial. The Rangers are transported to an intergalactic courtroom where they are faced with 3 talking pumpkins. They're on trial for allegedly destroying innocent monsters. I'll spare the details on this one. It's a clip show where they try to explain themselves in the courtroom. It's a fun concept, but just a bit of a boring episode, so I'll put it in C tier. Ninja Steel gives us Grave Robber. The Rangers get trapped playing an evil board game. When they play, you'll never guess what happens. They revisit old monster battles. It's very boring, but Mick dressed up as a pumpkin is quite fun. It can go in D tier. I'll spare it. D tier. And Super Ninja Steel gives us Monster Mixer. The episode is literally a merging of both Dino Charge Halloween episodes. The Rangers swap bodies with villains who were set to go to the intergalactic court, meaning they're back in the courtroom trying to defend themselves, all while trying to prove they've been swapped out for imposters. You'd think that the two, like, good Dino Charge episodes in one would just make a good episode. It doesn't. It somehow ruins both of them. Burn it. Straight away. Burn it. Beast Morphers also only gives us one Halloween episode, and it's called Hypnotic Halloween. The Rangers are excited for Halloween, and all of them but Devon sit down to watch a horror movie, but Scrozzle hypnotizes them through the TV. In order to free them of the hypnosis, Devon must make them recall why they're good Rangers, and it is another clip show. It is another clip show. Just stop with the clip shows. We then get the final Halloween episode in Power Rangers history, Dino Fury, called Old Foes. And considering it's a Halloween episode, it's actually like one of the most pivotal episodes for like the last 3 years of the show, especially Cosmic Fury. Ollie goes on a haunted trail at Dino Henge as the Rangers get apprehended by Lord Zed. So of course this wouldn't be a Halloween episode without being a goddamn clip show, but it's done a little bit better. Ollie and Solon tried to find a way to defeat Lord Zed and go through the legendary Ranger database. They realize that Lord Zed can't be defeated easily, but if they free him of his mind control collar, he'll turn on the other bad guys. Lord Zed then sets off into the universe, destined to return. The episode ends with the Rangers dressing up and having a Halloween party. Honestly, what a weird Halloween episode. Like, it was such a pivotal part going forward. Like, they knew Lord Zed was going to come back. That's why they resurrected him. And yet it was all part of a Halloween episode, which I kind of understand. Like, you know, make it the spooky episode by all means. But like, I mean, as a Halloween episode, it doesn't feel like a Halloween episode. But like, for what it is, the fact that it's the return of Lord Zed and like going forward into Cosmic Fury, like, I don't know, B tier, I guess. Like, it's a great episode, but just not for like Halloween. Do you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, B tier. And that is it. That is my ranking of every single Power Rangers Halloween episode. Am I glad I watched them? Kind of. I mean, this video is fun, I think, but I'll never do that again. What's your favorite Halloween episode? Let me know in the comments down below. If you have a great Halloween, what are you going to dress up as? I've obviously gone very effortless. Who else would I be for Halloween? I mean, come on. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you all very soon.